Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. The Ministry of Equity, Social Justice, Empowerment, Youth Development, Sports, Culture and Local Government hosted a national stakeholder consultation for the review of the policy for faith-based organizations at the Financial Administrative Center, Point Seraphim, on Friday, September 7th, 2018, from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Leaders of faith-based organizations from around the island assembled to discuss matters of importance regarding the said policy document. The agenda for the consultation included representations made by key partner government agencies, which include the Labor Department, the Registry of Companies, and the Registry of Civil Status. This was followed by the election of representatives to serve the 9-member Policy Advisory Committee. Perinews Exports, a St. Lucian exporter with guidance and assistance from Export St. Lucia, TEPA, successfully exported a test shipment of breadfruit to Miami.
Mr. Emory Dabney of Toro Imports during the last week of August received 500 kilograms of breadfruit from St. Lucia, a much coveted fruit in the USA. This test shipment has passed with flying colors, much to the delight of all involved. Following this test, Mr. Dabney remarked that there is certainly room and potential for imports of much larger quantities as there is no shortage of demand. The buyer has already expressed interest in purchasing an even larger shipment of breadfruit from the exporter as early as the second week in September. Perinews Exports has expressed tremendous thanks towards Export St. Lucia for the various avenues of help that have been derived as a result of partnership. The company revealed that prior to the services offered by Export St. Lucia, the business, which started in 1992, experienced a number of challenges before it could even get off the ground. While geographically close, St. Lucia's exports to the United States have remained low. The major exporters are in condiments and fresh agricultural produce. Very few St. Lucian exporters meet the requirements needed to enter the U.S. market. Furthermore, even fewer can meet the marketing revenues needed to sustain market entry. Officials of Export St. Lucia TEPA reiterate the agency's commitment to the expansion of exports in markets such as the USA as it continues to chart a course which is mandate to increase the aggregate volume and quality of exports coming from St. Lucia. Kimani Theophane, GVD News.
The Windward and Leeward Brewery Limited gets ready to host its 11th edition of Oktoberfest en Creole this year at the Pigeon Island National Landmark. The company held a press launch for the event at its main office in Vide-Bouteille Castries. We have more in this story. Oktoberfest en Creole borrows from the International German Beer Festival, but is staged annually by Windward and Leeward Brewery Limited with a local twist to usher the start of Creole Heritage Month in October. The event, now in its 11th year, has undoubtedly become a staple in the calendar of events for St. Lucia. According to organizers, WLBL is proud to consistently give its consumers and patrons a unique experience where they can sample world-class beer and ciders, Creole food and entertainment all in one day.
The idea of Oktoberfest was really to leverage a world-class event. For us, we are a brewer, and it's one way to showcase what we are about. Oktoberfest has also enabled us to excite beer consumers. I mean, for us on the island, we are unique in that we have the big brands, Peter Heineken, the Guinness of this world. Peter Heineken are all lagers, and they come from the same type of beer. We need persons to really experience what beer is about, really grow our beer culture.
The event has also focused heavily on growing and sustaining the Creole culture of St. Lucia by featuring local food and entertainment. This year, the organizers have announced a strictly local cast to infuse the international bear experience.
It's an exciting event where when we put this event together during the planning phase, we always think of who can we get? That song, yes, we heard that song already. Who sang that song? We went to Choiseul already, we've gone to Soufrière. The amount of persons that we've brought into this event just to ensure that that culture stays alive. The food is another key example of how we infuse the culture in there. And persons are encouraged, it's a big part of the activity, where persons straight from church, straight from their normal activity, they would come in there, enjoy the Creole food.
For many artists, Oktoberfest has become one of the perfect platforms where they can shine on a grand stage during the Creole Heritage Month. For consumers, it is the only event where patrons can enjoy beers from around the world in one location.
This year we're very excited with the bears we've introduced. For us, we've actually gone, I think, around the world for the very first time. In other years, we've stuck to regions where we've featured bears out of Europe, bears out of the Caribbean a little bit, bears out of Belgium. But this year, we sort of really brought a world of bears to the island of St. Lucia for Oktoberfest of Creole.
The annual Oktoberfest in Creole is scheduled to take place on September 30th, 2018 at the Pigeon Island National Landmark. Attending patrons are encouraged to enjoy responsibly. Suzette Thompson, GVD News. That takes us to the end of our news broadcast for tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Suzette Thompson, GVD News, covering the South like no other.